Hello world, good day and good game to you all. We will have a look at all the crazy stuff that's happening this week and also the difficulty level rewards change. That means you have to farm your reactors somewhere else now, and we will have a look what the best places are, what the best stats for a reactor are depending on your build. This week there's a lot of exciting stuff. First, the week of course starts with the rotation of the difficulty level rewards, which is new farming locations for the reactor, which are the best we will see in a minute. But even more exciting is that on Thursday the Penny Arcade Expo starts. It's a gaming convention and Nexon will be there. They show stuff there on Sunday. It seems like they don't have a booth there. I'm not sure. I didn't see any booth on the website of PAX. But anyway, anything that happen on PAX, you can watch that on Twitch. The link is below in the description. Then as usual on Friday ETA 0 is back. He will bring us 2 equipment slots, 2 storage slots, 1 catalyst blueprint, and of course again a lot of colors for hair and skins. And then on Sunday will be the best day of the week. First of all, the Magister Lab is back on Sunday. That is really nice, so we can grind the whole Sunday long. The Magister Lab is the fastest 400% mission that you can do, and that's very good to farm Catalyst and Activator. A lot of donuts, I like it. Just make sure that you choose one of the 2 Amorph in the end as shown here. Those can be opened at the reactor in Kingston very fast. Faster than I was able to end the sentence, as you can see. So if you need a lot of donuts for the medal, Sunday is the day for it. 2-minute Magister Lab, 15 to 20 seconds opening the Amorph. And as a quick hint, you don't even need to watch the animation in the end. You can just close the screen and open the next one. And then after all your grind on Sunday, the dev live stream. That's very exciting. We will see what happens in Season 3, the new battlefields, the new Colossus and Colossus fights, perhaps a new weapon type. Those are 2 hours of dev live stream and surely a lot about what happens in Season 3. So that's it for the week. Now let's look at the best farming locations for the reactor. And here we are, the best farming locations for Reactor this week. This list shows you any location that you can go to. It is linked in the description as well. And in this video we will only cover the really good missions. We completely ignore the missions that have just 1 star or no star at all, because those are missions with low density. The more stars a mission has, the higher the density, the more reactor you can get from this. First we will look at the non-attribute descendants. That is Valby and Yujin with non-attribute fusion. You can farm that in Kingston, the Fallen Theater. The mission is the Vulgus occupied buildings. That's a very fast missions. It also drops some fire singular reactor. An even simpler, maybe better location is Fortress Defense Line. As always, the Vulgus outpost there. You can stall this mission as shown here. Just make sure to not kill the boss, wait until the very end, because he will spawn reinforcements over and over again. You can kill hundreds of enemies per minute, so that's a very good location. Enzo, Luna and Jayber, non-attribute singular, that can be farmed in Agna Desert, Vermilion Waste. The outpost also drops Toxic Dimension Reactor. Or maybe if you don't have a Valby and a Sharen, then go to Hagios, Fractured Monolith, the Runes Modification Base. It also drops Fire Fusion Reactor. And a third possibility would be in Vespers, the Ruins. The mission is Destroyed Temple. That's also a very good one, and it drops Electric Dimension Reactor too. For the non-attribute dimension descendants, which is Ajax, Gley, Jayber, Valby, there are 3 good locations. First there's a Fortress Converter Facility. It has also an outpost. This outpost also drops some chill singular reactor, which is very nice for Viessa. Or you go to the White Knight Gulch Moongrave base. The mission is the deployment area of Order's forces. This mission also drops Toxic Singular. The last one is in Sterile Land Restricted Zone. The base power grid is another mission for non-attribute dimension, but also for chill dimension reactor. For the non-attribute tech descendants like Ajax, Kyle, Luna, there are also 3 locations that you can go to. First is also in Fortress Defense Line, the outpost there. It drops non-attribute tech and the non-attribute fusion that we've already seen. But again, if you don't have a Valby, then you can go to Echo Swamp Abandoned Zone. The mission Environment Contamination Zone is also a very juicy one. And your third option would be in Kingston Grand Square, the Kingston Surveillance Radar. This mission is also very packed with monsters and it also drops Toxic Singular Reactor. The Fire Descendants don't have so many points to farm. First of all, there's Blair with Fire Dimension. The mission for him would be in White Knight Gulch Shipment Base, the fortress outskirts there. This mission also drops non-attribute Dimension Reactor. Fire Singular Reactor for Serena, there are 2 missions for that. In Echo Swamp, Muskeg Swamp, the Archie Motion Sensor, that is a very fast mission, especially with Freyna, and it also drops Toxic Fusion Reactor. Or you go to Vulgo's Occupied Buildings in Kingston, that's also a very fast mission, and it drops non-attribute Fusion Reactor. For our beloved Esiemo, there are 3 locations for Fire Fusion Reactor. First there's Agna Desert, the storage with the mission Previous Construct Team Quarters. This also drops some Toxic Dimension Reactor. Or you go back to Ruins Modification Base in Fractured Monolith, the mission that also drops the non-attribute Singular Reactor. Another option would be the Frontline Base in the Lumberyard. This mission also has Chill Dimension Reactor. But if you like to play Esiemo with Fire Tech Reactor or get some better reactor for your Lepic, then there's one mission, which is the Biological Research Facility in the Classified Area. That mission also drops Chill Singular. For our Chill Descendants, the Chill Singular, Hailey and Viessa, there are 3 good locations. The first one is an outpost in the Converter Facility, the one that also drops non-attribute Dimension Reactor. Or you go to the Classified Area, the Biological Research Facility, the one that also drops the Fire Tech Reactor for Esiemo and Lepic. Another one is Traces of Colossi Interceptions in Misty Woods. This also drops Electric Fusion Reactor. And in this mission you just kill the enemies as fast as you can, and after 1 minute or 1 minute 20 you can finish the mission and start over again. That is the most juicy way. If you're using a Hailey with a Chill Dimension Reactor, then there are also 3 good missions. First one is in Ironworks, the Weapon Processing Facility. This mission also drops some Chill Fusion Reactor. Or we go back to the Restricted Zone, the Base's Power Grid. This mission drops Chill Dimension and non-attribute Dimension Reactor. Or with a little bit less juice, the Frontline Base in the Lumberyard, the one that also drops a Fire Fusion Reactor. For Bunny and Ines, our Electric Singular Descendants, you can go to Agna Desert Mirage Zone, the outpost there, which also drops Chill Tech Reactor. But if you want an Electric Dimension Reactor for Sharen, then there are 3 good locations. First one is the Verdant Greenery in Derelict Covered. This mission also drops Electric Tech Reactor. Or you go to the Destroyed Temple in the Ruins, the one that also drops the non-attribute Singular Reactor. Or also in Vespers, the Old Surveillance Station. This mission drops Electric Dimension Reactor, but also some power components. For your Ines, you can go to Agna Desert Mining Site, the Excavation Team Directional Radar there. This mission drops Electric Tech and Toxic Fusion. Or you go to the greenery in Echo Swamp, the mission that also drops the Electric Dimension Reactor. And last but not least, our toxic descendants. First of all, Keelan Fusion Reactor. You can get that in Echo Swamp, the Archy motion sensor there, the mission that also drops the Fire Singular Reactor. Or you go to the Order Supply Warehouse in White Knight Gulch. This mission also drops Electric Dimension Reactor. Or as just said, the Excavation Team Directional Radar, the mission that drops the Electric Tech Reactor, also drops the Toxic Fusion for Keelan. But if you are playing Keelan with a singular reactor, then there is the Kingston Surveillance Radar, the one that also drops the non-attribute tech reactor. Or you go to the White Knight Gulch deployment area of Order's forces, that was the mission that also drops the non-attribute dimension reactor. And last in the list is Freyna. She has some really good locations this week. For Dimension Reactor, you can go to the Agna Desert, the Vermilion Waste Outpost, which also drops the non-attribute singular reactor. Or if you like to farm Toxic Dimension and Fire Fusion, then you go to the storage, the previous Construct team quarters there. And the really good mission is in Fortress Frozen Valley Command Relay for Freyna. Toxic Tech Reactor. You don't get two different reactors. This region only drops Toxic Tech Reactor and nothing else. This is like getting double the loot. It feels like getting double the loot, so this is a really good location because it also has a resource that you need to build some mushrooms. So this is an insane reactor farming for Freyna this week. Or you can mix Toxic Tech and Chill Fusion Reactor drops in Kingston at the mission Kingston Communications Repeater. So much for the best reactor farming locations. Don't forget that you can also farm Random Reactor in Sigma Sector. There drops a lot of reactor, a lot of components. And if you're not sure what kind of reactor you need, what the best in slot stats are, then maybe join my stream, ask me about any build, I can help you with that, find the bottleneck and increase your damage or comfort with it. But also this list here helps you to know some good stats for your reactor. So that's it for the week. I wish you a lot of luck with your grinding. Have a good game. Goodbye.